Hello everyone, welcome to class 6 subject mathematics chapter 7 fractions. This is the lecture number 5. First of all, let me recall quickly what we have learned in lecture number 4. First that we have learned is like fractions. What are like fractions? Fractions having same denominators are called like fractions. Next we have read about unlike fractions. Fractions having different denominators are called unlike fractions. Now after that we have learned comparing like fractions. Comparing like fractions are very easy as like fractions are those fractions whose denominators are same. Okay, so in like fractions whose numerator is greater, that fraction is greater, and whose numerator is smaller, that fraction is also smaller. Next topic that we have learned is comparing unlike fraction. When we have to compare unlike fractions, first of all we will convert unlike fractions into like fractions. By taking the LCM of denominator, we convert them into like fractions, and then after that we will compare them. Now today in this lecture we will learn addition of like fractions and subtraction of like fractions. First is addition of like fraction. Like fractions we all know, like fractions are having same denominator. So the sum of two or more like fractions can be obtained by following steps. First step is add the numerator. Second step, retain the common denominator because the denominators are same. So you have to write down the same denominator. Step 3 is write the fraction as result of step 1, means addition of the numerator, and result of step 2. That is the common denominator. So, sum of the numerator upon denominator. In this way we will do the addition of like fraction. Now it will be more clear to you with the help of some example. See first example. Add 3 upon 5 and 1 upon 5. We have 3 upon 5 and 1 upon 5. See, these are like fractions, denominators are same. So we will write down 5 as a common denominator one time, and we will just add the numerator. In the steps we have learned that first of all add the numerator, that is 3 plus 1, and denominator will be common. So we will write down it one time. So it is 4 upon 5. Now see second example. My mother divided an apple into 4 equal parts. She gave me 2 parts and to my brother 1 part. How much apple did she give to both of us together? Mother has divided an apple into 4 equal parts. Out of 4 equal parts, 2 parts she gave it to me and 1 part she gave it to my brother. So how much total apple she gave to both of us? Now see the solution. How many total parts are there of an apple? They are 4. Then fraction of apple, she gave it to me. She gave me 2 parts. 2 out of 4. So fraction is 2 upon 4. And what is the fraction she gave it to my brother? Fraction of apple, that is 1 upon 4. Because out of 4 parts she gave to my brother 1 part. Okay, now we have to find out how much she gave to both of us together. You know very well, whenever we have to find out together, then we will add. So it is 2 upon 4 plus 1 upon 4. Denominators are same. So first step is add the numerator 2 plus 1. Then you will write down denominator one time. Common denominator, that is 4. So 2 plus 1 is 3. So 3 upon 4. That means mother gave 3/4 fraction of apple to both of us. Next topic is subtraction of like fractions. As we have done addition, in the same way we will do subtraction. See, we can say that the difference of two like fraction can be obtained as follows. Step 1. Subtract the smaller numerator from the bigger numerator. As in addition, we have just add the numerator. But in subtraction, we know that we have to subtract smaller number from the bigger one. Okay, so this we have to keep it in our mind that we are subtracting the smaller numerator from the bigger numerator. Our second step is retain the common denominator. Same step. Okay, denominator, as they are like fractions, denominators are same. So we will write down one denominator. Then our rule is step 3. Result of step 1, that is the difference of both the numerators, and then divided by result of step 2, that is the common denominator. See some examples now. First example is subtract 3/10 from 8/10. Again I am reading, subtract 3/10 from 8/10. You know very well a number written after from we will write down first in case of subtraction. Okay, that means we will here write down 8/10 first. So it is 8/10 minus 3/10. Don't write down it like this, 3/10 minus 8/10. It will be wrong. Whenever you are doing subtraction, a number written after from, we will write down first. So it is 8/10 minus 3/10. Now see, denominators are same in both the fraction, 10. That means they are like fractions. Then when we are subtracting the like fractions, our step 1 is find out the difference of the numerator. That is 8 minus 3. And then second step is retain the denominator, that is 10. So 8 minus 3 is 5/10. Convert into simplest form. 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 10. Then result is 1/2. See one more example. Sharmila had 5/6 of a cake. She gave 2/6 out of that to her younger brother. How much cake is left with her? How much total cake Sharmila had? She had 5/6 of cake. And how much she gave it to her brother? That is 2/6 from that cake. So how much cake is left with her? Definitely she has more cake than from the total cake. She gave some part to her brother. So it is 5 minus 6. 5/6 minus 2/6 means total cake that Sharmila had, from that we will subtract the part that is given to her younger brother. Okay, so cake left with her is 5/6 minus 2/6. Again, this is the subtraction of like fraction as the denominators are same. So first step is we will subtract the numerator. Find out the difference of the numerator, that is 5 minus 2. Second step, retain the denominator. Denominator will remain 6. Don't write down 6 minus 6. One time common denominator you will write down. Okay, so it is upon 6 only. So 5 minus 2 is 3. Then upon 6. And reduce it in simplest form, it is 1/2. So how much cake is left with her? That is 1/2. Now see the third question. A cup is 1/3 full of milk. What part of the cup is still to be filled by milk to make it full? Okay. So what is the total capacity of a cup? That we don't know. So we will write down that suppose the total capacity of a cup is 1, because 3/3 is 1. Okay, we have to make the denominator same na. So a cup is 1/3 full of milk. So denominator here is 3. So we can write down 3 upon 3 or we can write down 1 also. So as we have doing the subtraction and addition of like fractions, so we will write down it 3 upon 3. So what is the total capacity of a cup? This is a 3 upon 3. And part of a cup full of milk, it is given in the question 1 upon 3. Total capacity 3 upon 3 because full cup is full, we want to be filled, one complete cup. And part of a cup full of milk 1 upon 3. Now part of cup still to be filled. How much cup is still to be filled? Total is 3 upon 3 minus 1 upon 3. So it is now 2 upon 3. On the basis of this explanation, you will do exercise 7.5, question 225 in notebook. Now let's move to homework solution of exercise 7.4, lecture number 4. Homework was question number 2, 5, 8, 9 and 10 of exercise 7.4. Now see the second question. Compare the fractions and put the appropriate sign. It is 3 upon 6 and 5 upon 6. Okay, denominators are same. So whose numerator is greater? That fraction is greater. 5 numerator is greater. So 5 upon 6 is greater than 3 upon 6. See the B part. 1 upon 7 and 1 upon 4. Now in this numerator is same. And when the numerator is same, here is the opposite rule we will apply. What is the rule? Whose numerator is smaller, whose denominator is smaller, that fraction is greater. And whose denominator is greater, that fraction is smaller. I am repeating. If the numerators are same, then whose denominator is smaller, that fraction is greater. And whose denominator is greater, that fraction is smaller. Now in B question C, numerator is same, 1 and 1. But in denominator we have seen that 4 is smaller than 7. But we know that whose denominator is smaller, that fraction is greater. So 1 upon 4 is greater than 1 upon 7. C part, 4 upon 5, 5 upon 5. Both are like fraction. Whose numerator is greater, that fraction is greater. So 5 upon 5 is greater than 4 upon 5. D part, 3 upon 5, 3 upon 7. Now again, numerators are equal, numerators are same. So whose fraction denominator is smaller, that fraction is greater. 5 is smaller than 7. So 3 upon 5 is greater than 3 upon 7. Clear? Now let's move to question number 5. How quickly can you do this? Fill appropriate sign greater than, equal to, less than. I have not done all the parts of this. See the B part. 2 upon 4, 3 upon 6. These are the two fractions. Now in this question, in this part, see, neither the denominators are same nor the numerator are same. That means they are totally unlike fractions. And when we have unlike fractions, how we can compare them? We compare them by cross multiplication. Okay, so 2 multiplied by 6 and 3 multiplied by 4. 2 6 are 12, 3 4 are 12. Both are equal, so both the fractions are equal. Now see, it's one more part. 3 upon 4 and 2 upon 8. Again, by cross multiplication we get 3 multiplied by 8 and 2 multiplied by 4. 3 8s are 24 and 2 4s are 8. 24 is greater and the fraction above 24 is 3 upon 4. So 3 upon 4 is greater than 2 upon 8. See the next question now. Question number 8. Ela read 25 pages of a book containing 100 pages. Out of 100 pages, Ela read 25 pages. And Lalita read 2 by 5 of the same book. Okay, she also read same book, but she read 2 by 5 of that book. Who read less? Okay, now see in this question, Ela has read 25 pages out of 100. In this, Ela read 25 pages. For Ela, we know the number of pages she has read. And for Lalita, we know the fraction of the book. So we have to change first of all, Ela's pages also in fraction. See, solution now. Ela read pages. Total number of pages are 100. Out of 100 she read 25. So it is 25 upon 100. Convert into simplest form. It is 1 upon 4 because 25 4s are 100. How much Lalita read? What fraction of the book Lalita read? She read 2 upon 5. Now let us compare them. Ela read 1 upon 4, Lalita read 2 upon 5. Now convert them into like fractions by taking the LCM of 4 and 5. Denominator का LCM लेते हैं. So we will take the LCM of 4 and 5, which is 20. Now see, means in place of now, see the Ela first. Ela's fraction is 1 upon 4. We have to make denominator 4 20. In place of 4, we have to make the denominator 20. Okay, how we will make the 20? 4 multiplied by 5. So when we are multiplying denominator by 5, we will multiply numerator also by 5. It is 5 upon 20. Now see Lalita's fraction. Lalita's fraction is 2 upon 5. We have to make this denominator also 20. Okay, in place of 5, we want 20. So how we will get 20 in place of 5? By multiplying 5 by 4. So we will multiply numerator also by 4. 8 upon 20. Now see, in both the fraction, denominators are same. And when they are like fraction, when their denominators are same, a fraction whose numerator is greater, that fraction is greater. And whose numerator is smaller, that fraction is smaller. And it is asked in the question, who read less number of pages? So we can see that Ela read less number of pages. Now see question number 9. Rafiq exercised for 3 by 6 of an hour, while Rohit exercised for 3 by 4 of an hour. Who exercised for a longer time? Now in this question, fraction is given in both. Okay, for Rafiq also 3 by 6 of an hour, and for Rohit also 3 by 4 of an hour. Now there is no need to change into fraction, but we will convert them into like fraction because the denominators are different. Now see, Rafiq 3 by 6, Rohit 3 by 4. By converting into like fractions, we get LCM of 6 and 4 is 24. In place of 6, we will write down denominator now 24. So what is the new numerator? 6 4s are 24. So we will multiply numerator also by 4. It is 3 4s are 12. Now see next Rohit's fraction 3 upon 4. In place of 4 now we have to make the denominator 24. How we will make? By multiplying 4 by 6. So we will multiply numerator also by 6. It is 6 3s are 18. So our two new fractions are Rafiq 12 upon 24, Rohit 18 upon 24. Now we have converted both the fractions in like fractions. Now tell me which one is greater? 18 upon 24 is greater. So Rohit exercised for the longer time. Now see the last question, that is question number 10. In a class A of 25 students, 20 passed in first class. There is two classes. There are two classes. One is class A. Total number of students are 25 in that. And how many students passed in first class? 20. And in class B, total students are 30 and passed in first class 24. In which class was a greater fraction of students getting first class? Okay, you have to tell in which class greater number of students passed in first class. Now let us first of all do with for class A. We will find out the fraction of class A. Total students in class A 25. Number of students passed in first class 20. So what is the fraction? Total will come in the denominator. That means 25 will come in the denominator. And the number of students that we have taken out is 20. That will come in the numerator. So fraction is 20 upon 25. Convert into lowest form. 5 4s are 20. 5 5s are 25. So it is 4 upon 5. Now let's do same with class B. Total students in class B 30. Number of students passed in first class 24. What is the fraction? In the same way we will write down total students in the denominator, number of students passed in first class in the numerator. It is 24 upon 30. Reduce it in simplest form, 4 upon 5. So in the class A also we get the fraction 4 upon 5. In class B also we get the fraction 4 upon 5. So hence in both the section equal fraction of students getting first class. Okay? Thank you.